hours. So can we all uncross our legs to begin with and shuffle yourself forward so you're not slumping your back into these not very comfortable chairs. Sorry for the short channel. Okay, and we're just going to go for a little bit of move and groove, wake up the body. So if we can just circle our shoulders back, don't have to do it, and circle the other way, just loosen things up. Good, give ourselves a little wiggle out through the shoulders, and the other way. Nice, and a big tall stretch. Who doesn't like to stretch? Come on, I know you do. Up and over. Oh, knock your friend out, and to the other side. Good, and back, good. Release the hands. Good, hi everyone. My name is Nicola Cher Geismar. I am a movement director, educator, street athlete, Pilates trainer, I think that's it. I'm also the creator of City is My Playground, which essentially is about creating physical graffiti in our city's streetscapes whilst taking inspiration from the street structures. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm going on about, something like that. So very much about connectivity between physicality and street structure, and then taking direct inspiration from the backdrops. These were actually shot in and around East London, just not far from here. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about how you can bring your ideas, concepts, products, startups into fruition and to life on minimal resources and very thin budget. So my first little point is creative resourcefulness. So within your creativity, how best can you be resourceful within it? In my case, I actually was forced to think outside of the box and look a bit right, go a bit left, and look all around me. I got an injury. I was a dancer for many years. That was my practice. And I couldn't dance anymore. So I had to find another way to assert my physicality. For some reason, I quite like lampposts. I'm not sure why. I like climbing. So I chose to use body weight and this idea of suspension, which is basically very non-impacting. So really can't underestimate enough how important it is to think laterally and to think outside the box, because actually that really can help to steer yourself towards quite an innovative place and begin quite an interesting journey. So these photos are actually in collaboration with some pretty inspiring photographers, which leads me nicely onto the concept of collaboration. Collaboration is king. I think it's an absolutely marvellous way of stretching your message out there, as well as also exchanging skills and conversations as well with other people about different art forms. So collaboration for me has been a very common thread throughout the creation phase of work. The collaborators, this one was in New York, and the last couple here was by a guy called Normski, who's actually a pretty inspiring legend in the field of street style photography. Funny enough, I came across these people on Facebook, of all places. Facebook is actually quite fantastic. I put out a status update that I was looking to work with a photographer over a couple of hours one weekend, and these collaborations came out of that status update. I wasn't going to say no to a trip to New York, so for 4 days intensively I was out there shooting with a local photographer, and we caused a little bit of a stir in Harlem, that's for sure. So just bringing up another important concept, I think projects and startups and concepts and all the rest of it, they take on different stages and phases. I'm definitely in a very different phase of City is My Playground from where I was from the beginning, the early days. And now I'm very much looking at community. That's why I'm really trying to bring in more interest to sharing experientially what this is all about. So working with dancers and setting it up in the cityscape and still bringing that element of connectivity, but also just letting people, freely express themselves, breaking down inhibitions, and also presenting an alternative lens to the city. It really is and can be everyone's playground. Community is also a great way to inspire ideas, I found. So community. That's why I have a t-shirt there, represented nicely. Okay. Communication. So obviously digital communication is very, very important online. Okay, we're all like attached to our phones and whatnot that can do everything in life. But I think conversation, like real-time conversation, where you actually look people in the eye and you talk to them. I think that's actually been lost, and I think the art of engaging with people is really being lost, which I think is quite sad. So I was very fortunate that actually through many, many conversations over many, many months with someone, it actually led to this person financially backing the ambition at the time, which was taking City as My Playground and having a multimedia exhibition out in New York City. Because I was very open and honest and transparent about where I was at the time and where I wanted to go, that conversation actually lent itself in my favour, and that person, you know, fortunately saw the passion and made it possible and enabled a mixed media event out in New York City. So conversation, absolutely king too. And then finally, very short presentation. Finally, passion, main ingredient. I think, you know, passion is free. Passion lives within all of us. It's absolutely innate. And it definitely, I don't know about you, but it kicks my ass out of bed in the morning. It inspires me to keep going. And it really, really helps to develop and keep pushing to the next stage. So without a doubt, you know, passion has to be there, and it doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. At the end of the day, if you're not passionate about your product, if you can't convey passion, you ain't going anywhere. So where there's a passionate will, there is a way. Thank you for listening, and I'm open to any conversation and new ideas about pushing this forward. Thanks.